Hi guys, this is episode number 2 of my Daima dub review series. The series where I'll cover each of the Daima episodes as they come out, so those who are only following the dub version of the series can go somewhere to talk about the episodes that have come out freely and not get spoiled. If you haven't seen episode 1, I highly suggest you go do so. It'll be linked down in the description below. And also, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel for 2025, so that'd be a big help. Now, let's get on to the review. We open the episode with Goku transforming back into a kid. Right after, Shenron says his usual farewell. Goma gets frustrated and argues that he's owed 2 more wishes, and Shenron replies coldly that only his regulars are treated to 3 wishes. Once the Dragon Balls scatter around us once more, we get back to Trunks' birthday party and immediately see the effects the wish had on Krillin. Suddenly, Goku and Vegeta come crashing down from the sky and we see that they have been turned into little children as well. As they look around, we see everyone has been turned into children, including Yamcha, Shin and Kibito, 18, and even Piccolo. After the intro song, we're once again back at Kami's lookout and we see Goma express his frustration and say he would have rather wished for the evil third eye instead. He thinks of using the Demon Realm's Dragon Balls, but is reminded of the Tamagami. And more, Neva tells Goma that he wouldn't be able to summon Shenron a second time. Goma struggles to think of another plan. However, Legacy reminds him that his main goal had been accomplished, to stop a possible invasion of the Demon Realm. Goma then deduces that the Earth's Dragon Balls will remain unusable for another year, and comes up with the plan to use Dende as a hostage if the need ever arises. They fly off in their ship. In the next scene, we see the main cast confused about their situation. We see the other characters that have been turned into children, such as Bulma and Chi-Chi. They notice that Trunks and Goten have been turned into babies rather than children or toddlers. We get a quick interaction with baby Trunks and Goten, and they seem to be able to communicate with each other and are able to form their own thoughts. This scene hints at us that the main cast have been turned small, but not actually aged down. Vegeta quickly questions whether the whole world had been turned into children, but Mr. Satan points out the fact that the staff surrounding them are still adults. We also quickly see that Boo had also been turned small. Krillin then confirms that everyone had been turned short rather than young, which is probably why games and promotional material have promoted the characters as mini rather than kid. Shin approaches Goku and says that he could sense something going down at the lookout. Goku offers to go check it out, but it is unable to fly and comes crashing down. Roshi appears and points out the fact that Goku won't be able to use his abilities as well since he isn't used to being small. As an alternative, Kibito transports Goku, Shin, and Piccolo to the lookout. After Popo greets everyone, he explains that Dende had been taken away by Goma. He tells him that the kidnappers had claimed to be from the Demon Realm. He also mentioned that one of them looked a lot like Shin and was named Degasu. Kibito tells everyone that Degasu is the younger brother of Shin. After Popo says the name Neva, Piccolo informs us that the Namekians had left the Demon Realm eons ago, and that Neva had stayed behind to guard the Dragon Balls. Popo also informed them of the wish that was made by Goma to turn everyone into children. Goku wants to immediately go after Dende, but Shin points out that they have no way of getting to the Demon Realm. He suddenly remembers the ship that had carried him to the 7th universe. However, once it's brought back from the land of the Kais, they find out that it is in no condition to fly. Goku suggests that Bulma can't fix the ship, and after failing to fly to get her, Kibito simply transports her and Vegeta to the lookout. After taking a look at the ship, he says that it would take about 10 days to get it working, since the machinery is unlike anything she's worked with before. Later, we cut to Bulma still working on the ship and Goku relearning how to fly and use his body in combat. While he flies away to look for a shortcut on how to fight again, Vegeta asks if everyone with 20 ears is from the Demon Realm. Shin simply says that most would be, but not all. Kibito explains that the Majin used to travel in and out of the Demon Realm, but suddenly got forbidden for some unknown reason. We cut to Goku flying down to visit Korin. We find out that Goku is looking for his Power Pole, which is no longer on top of Korin's tower. Korin informs Goku that he had given the Power Pole to Roshi. Once Goku arrives at Kame House, he asks Roshi where he has been keeping the Power Pole, and we see it being used as a drying rack for clothes. Later, Goku comes back down to the lookout to show off his skills with the Power Pole. Everyone begins to eat, and Goku asks Piccolo if he has memories of the Demon Realm, and he informs us that he only has stories of it. He hints that the Namekians had no freedoms. Suddenly, a ship appears and lands on the lookout. After everyone gathers nearby to confront the possible threat, the driver gets out. He walks towards everyone and introduces himself as Glorio. He states that he is from the Demon Realm and that he has a favor to ask of Goku: come back to the Demon Realm and defeat Goma. He explains that Goma had become king after the death of Deborah. Shin deduces that Goma had to be the one behind Dende's kidnapping. Shin tells us that Goma is a powerful Majin that they shouldn't take lightly. Glorio states that the king of the 3rd Demon Realm had hired him to recruit Goku to defeat Goma. Shin is skeptical, but decides to tag along with Goku. Before they leave, Bulma asks to take a look at the spaceship in order to speed up her process in fixing Shin's spaceship. Soon after, Goku, Glorio, and Shin fly off and the episode ends. Alright, that's the episode recapped, now onto the review. The story of Daima is really starting to take off with this episode. We get more exposition as to who Goma is and how the Namekians ended up on the mortal realm and disappeared from the demon realm. The mystery that arises from Goryo is also very enticing. We see him spying on Goma and Degasu in the first episode, but claims to have seen the events of the Blue Saga from a different king. Jin is also going to be skeptical of Goryo throughout the whole series, and I can't wait to see more of their dynamic. The story is a 10 out of 10. Animation is still holding up pretty strong. I haven't seen any bad parts thus far, and that's a really good sign. In this episode, my favorite part was the camera panning around as they introduced Goryo. Though the animation was really good in this episode, I believe the first episode was a bit better. This was because of the magic monitor scene and all the recap scenes of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I give it a 9 out of 10 for this episode. Finally, we hear all of the kid voice actors. Of course, we have Stephanie Mendoli back as Kid Goku, and already in the first episode she is killing it. As for everyone else, when Daima was first announced and I found out that everyone would be turning back into children, I was very worried about how they would handle voices like Vegeta and Piccolo. At the premiere of the first 3 episodes, I was a bit iffy on both their voices, but hearing them more, I'm very satisfied with their voices. I'm also very happy with their casting choices for characters such as Krillin, Pichi, Mr. Satan, etc. I give the voice acting a 10 out of 10. So far, I'm still really liking Daima. Of course, I was one of those people who would have preferred Super to be continued, and I still kinda am, which yeah, you guys will hear me say throughout the series, but I'm happy with the overall quality of Daima thus far. But that'll have to do for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.